I'll be honest with you all, I was on hold with them for about 45 minutes to 1 hour trying to figure out what to do about this.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Molly Sabrier and today's video is going to be all about a recent 2025 update to the France visa application process. We've been getting a couple reader and watcher questions about this. So in the past, when you would apply for a French visa online, you would have to make an appointment with this platform called VFS Global. That has changed. Now France Visas partnered up with a different company called TLSContact. And so the process is still very easy, very straightforward, but I did just want to take the time to share my screen with all of you to actually go through the French visa application process step by step, so that for those of you who are applying, I figured you could have my video open up in one tab, the France Visa Wizard open up in another tab, and you can use my video to follow step by step everything that you need to know. So I'm hoping this little tutorial finds whoever needs it and that you all find it helpful. Before I jump into it, if you wouldn't mind please liking this video and subscribing to our channel, it would really mean a lot to me. We're releasing between 1 to 2 full-length episodes per week, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And now let's jump into it.
Okay, so the first thing to do is to visit france-visas.gouv.fr/en, and you will be brought to this home page. Oh, we already know that we need a visa, so we're going to click here. Definitely take the time to read through all of these things. Before you even get started, you need to have a copy of your passport, original and photocopies of all of your supporting documents. You have to come to your appointment with the photos already taken. I used to go to either like a CVS or a Walgreens pharmacy to get these photos done. I think they do it at AAA as well. But once you're in here on France Visas and you need more information about the photos, you can just click here. It gives you all of the information that you need. So we are going to get started by clicking here. You're immediately brought to a place that prompts you to put in your information. So I already have an account. If you do not already have an account, you're just going to click here on create an account. You're just going to log in. Okay, and so as soon as you are logged in, you will be brought here. As soon as you get here, you're going to want to click on the big blue button that says create a new application or a new group of applications. So group of applications just means if you're applying with like a family member. So if you're married and you're bringing your spouse over, if you have children and you're wanting to bring a child over, you will basically each be applying for a separate visa, but you'll be treated as a group, which is really nice. They don't want to split anyone up. And so step 1 of 6 is your plans. You're just going to provide all of the information about your planned stay. Okay, so I just filled in all of my information. So nationality is American, place of submission, United States, a long stay visa, main destination of stay, city of submission. I just put Boston because that's the closest to where I'm from in America. I put in my passport information. And then I put in my plans just for ease of use for this video. I just did my plans that were to study, and my main purpose of stay is to be a student. So we click verify, and this is just saying what we knew, that we need a visa. We are just going to click on next. And they will here ask for even more information about yourself. So they're asking about your identity, you live, your family, and your job. So let me fill that all in. Okay, so I filled all of this in. Again, this is just like your personal information. The most important thing here is to just make sure that all of the information that you're entering here matches what is ever on your passport, and then you will come here and click next. Now, this is just asking if you have ever had a visa to live in France before, so I'm going to say no, again, just for the ease of this video. We're going to click next. Next step is providing all information about our stay in France. Your planned date of arrival. So again, if you're a student, maybe a month or so before your program starts so that you have enough time to find housing. Reminding us that our project is to study, and it's asking for our Études en France dossier number, which again, if you're going to apply for a student visa, that is the most important part of your student visa application. The scholarship, and if you'll be traveling with any members of your family. Okay, so I put a September 1st arrival date, and I chose between 6 months and 1 year. You don't need to put this in online. It's like not a required section, but you definitely need to have this, if you're going for the student visa or whatever visa you're applying for, you need that key piece for your dossier to have your visa be considered even. And I just answered no for a scholarship, and I answered no to traveling with members of my family. And this is where we're going to be putting in information about our housing, where we're going to be living in France. So as you can see, there's a bunch of different options. You can say like a host family or a friend, a company or organization will be accommodating you, or you can honestly just put like your hotel, Airbnb, place of accommodation that serves as a proof of address. And then you're also going to come in and indicate who is going to be funding your trip. Click on myself. You are then asked to like include the things that you'll be relying on. I mean, most people will put cash, credit card, maybe some of these prepaid costs. I don't know anyone who has ever used a traveler's check. Like, does that even exist anymore? If it's not yourself, so this is very common for students or au pairs, you have to indicate who your guarantor is and how they will be supporting you. So again, you don't need to put in like very, very specific information yet here, but be prepared for on the day of your appointment at the actual consulate, like be prepared to provide more specific information. So I just filled in all of that information, an address, telephone number, email address, and then I just put funding the cost myself. I click next. This is a part where you're allowed to upload your supporting documents. Now, this isn't required, but you can see digitizing your supporting documents is a procedure to be favored. You can see it says, on the day of your appointment, please present yourself with your passport, originals of all the documents listed below, translated into French or English. So you're applying from the United States, so all of this information can be in English. You, again, as I just mentioned, you're not required to do all of this. Like I'm going to be able to click on continue without doing any of this, but I encourage all of you watching to upload and digitize everything: travel document, an ID photograph, completed degrees, because we're doing the student visa. This section will be different for each type of visa, information on how you're supporting yourself, information on your accommodations. Continue. Okay, so that is like the initial application portion done. Now, this next step is important, and this next step is confusing. I also think it's confusing. In order for us to now move to the next step of this visa, we need to click here where it says, I declare that all the information provided is correct. Then you'll see the little continue button lights up blue. You click. There's double checking, have we checked everything? Once the step is validated, you will not be able to modify them. Yes. Okay, and from here, we are brought to the page that tells us how much we have to pay for the French visa application. So as we can see here, it is 99 euros or about 113 US dollars. This of course changes with the exchange rate. You'll be prompted to actually pay for this like later on in the process, but for the sake of this video, we will click continue. So I am not going to do this because I don't want to apply for a student visa right now. This is where the process is a little bit clunky in my opinion. It says here, you will find the necessary information to make your appointment on the page of your place of residence. I'm going to click there. And so I am in America. We scroll to page 2, click on United States of America. There is a bunch of information here. So again, as I mentioned, I am in the Boston area. That's where my family is from. All of the other visa centers in the United States that you can click from. Mine is Boston. You just need to click here to book an appointment. Again, this is where it kind of gets a little bit clunky because the site is like prompting you to open up this new page. You are brought to this new page. You have to select the visa center that is right for you, and then you have to click on this big blue button that will bring you to the other page, which is this TLSContact page. Once you do that, once you click here and you're brought to this separate website, right, which is right here, this visas-fr.tlscontact.com, and we can see little codes here. It's for the Boston consulate. You then have to go back to France visas, check this little box, and then click here, submit to the visa center. Once this is checked, this will turn blue and you'll be able to click on it. To be fully honest with you all, this is the second time I am making this tutorial, so I know exactly what's going to happen when I click on this book an appointment button. The TLSContact website is constantly down, constantly does not work. I have tried it on my computer, my husband's computer. I have tried it with a VPN. I have tried it with then a separate VPN. This website just runs into issues constantly. So if you are experiencing the same issues that I am, when you click this book an appointment button, We'll be brought to this TLSContact page, which I laugh because I've seen this about 50 times since I've been trying to make this tutorial. It pops up every single time I click that button. The site is just very buggy. I called TLSContact to figure out what was going on.
Thank you for contacting the contact center of TLSContact.
I'll be honest with you all, I was on hold with them for about 45 minutes to 1 hour trying to figure out what to do about this. By the time I finally got a hold with someone, they told me what I was expecting to hear was that sometimes their website can be buggy, and if anyone who has been trying to make an appointment with the website keeps getting this error message, to just call the phone number for the TLS contact center that's closest to you. The person over the phone will be able to assist you in making an appointment that way.
So there you have it. As you can see, it's a very simple process, and maybe straightforward is the right word for it, because you might have to also give your local TLSContact visa appointment setter people a call as well. But this is just honestly a great lesson in the rigmarole that is French administration and French bureaucracy. You're going to run into websites that don't work. You're going to run into clunky procedures, but it's all worth it in the end because you get to apply for and hopefully obtain a France visa after it. If you run into the same issues, don't hesitate to get on the phone with TLSContact. I hope that you found this video helpful. Otherwise, it gives you a little bit of a taste what you can expect when you go to apply for a French visa online. So as usual, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We've got a bunch of new stuff in the works for you all, and I'm so excited about. So that's it from me for today. As always, see you soon et à bientôt!